of how this happened. This was a major breach, even though the CIA has said that it will not authenticate whether these documents and this data is real. But you can tell by the way the CIA has reacted to this and what we know from our intelligence sources and law enforcement sources that this is real and this is a concern. And that's why it wasn't a coincidence that you had the CIA director, Mike Pompeo, in his first remarks as CIA director, aiming his focus at Julian Assange and WikiLeaks and the damage that that organization has done over the last several years to U.S. intelligence agencies. So is it standard for the FBI to be investigating this and for the CIA to? Yes, it is. But what is not standard is how much information has essentially leaked to the public.
You know, officials say that that possibly CIA contractors could actually be behind this breach. And when you hear that, you can't help but to think of Edward Snowden, Harold Thomas Martin, both contractors who work for the NSA who leaked very important information. And you gotta wonder, seeing as we've seen this happen before, have these agencies, the CIA, the FBI, reevaluated the way they vet the people that they hire as contracted workers?
Well, as you point out, you don't have to be a detective here to realize that there is a pattern. And a lot of that speaks to this issue with contractors and screening contractors, because, as you noted, we've seen a trend with Edward Snowden. There was also Harold Martin at the NSA who's been charged in connection with the theft of volumes of data, classified information from the NSA. And now this incident, which is part of an ongoing investigation, this leak of information from the CIA, purported to be from the CIA. And so there is a pattern here, and that's why you see Booz Allen Hamilton, the company that hired Harold Martin in the NSA case, hiring former FBI Director Robert Mueller to look into this, to review what happened here. There is a real struggle in the U.S. intelligence community to keep this type of secure information secure. The problem is, in the past, in this country and within intelligence and law enforcement agencies, there was this siloing of information. Information wasn't being shared. And so in this age of sophisticated computer networks, more information is being shared, more top secret information is being shared, which increases the chances of it falling into the wrong hands and then being turned over to the wrong people. And so this is a dilemma that U.S. intelligence agencies are struggling with now. They have to secure this information. If you look at the volume of leaks that have happened over the last several years since Edward Snowden, it's really staggering, especially when you compare it to what has happened in other spy cases. When you have someone stealing information on behalf of a state actor, one individual doing it the old-fashioned way and turning it over, there is no way you can, in that case, in that type of instance, match the volume of information that seems to be leaking out now to organizations like WikiLeaks. So this is a major dilemma for U.S. intelligence agencies because, as we've reported and as they've said, this compromises U.S. intelligence sources and methods. It's very dangerous stuff.
Yeah, definitely. You can download a whole lot of stuff on a tiny little thumb drive and spread that around as quickly as possible. Jeff DeGaze, thank you so much.
Okay.
Well, the hour is just getting started. Ahead, well, it looks like support for weed is at an all-time high. The hits keep coming. We'll show you what the CBS News polling unit found. Also, listen to this, some disturbing details about the death of Aaron Hernandez. A religious message was reportedly found scrawled on his head, and police believe he may have taken drugs before he took his own life. Keep it right here. You're streaming CBSN.